Oh boy, do I got a video for you guys today. Now, I got a giant box of video games here that I ended up ordering online and they finally came in. But on that same day, I went to a video game store and bought more video games. So not only do I have 100 something in here, I also probably have roughly 100 DS games with a couple more games in this. So we are going to do one of the biggest retro video game unboxing you guys have ever seen. And for anybody wondering about the numbers, at the end of this video, I'm going to reveal everything I paid for all of these games right here, on top of how much they're all going to sell for. My guess is it's going to be several $1,000s, and then obviously, the question you'll all want answered, how much profit am I going to make? But of course, before I dive into all that, be sure to smack that subscribe button, especially if you love video games and learning how to make fat stacks of cash selling video games. Also, somehow, if we get 1,000 subscribers, then I'm going to start giving video games away like this one right here to some of you amazing subscribers, because let's be honest, you guys deserve it. Now, I think it's only right that we start with the big boy box here, because we all know bigger is always better.
That's what she said.
And as you guys can tell, I've already opened this box because it came in an Amazon box, which I thought was kind of weird, so I actually didn't know if it was the video games or not, so I ended up opening this one. But, hold up, there is a box inside of a box, as you can see here. That's amazing. And then we still have some video games that they just threw in here loosely, which I guess is okay, because there was a few of those bubble things, but I guess I already took those out, so yeah, that's a thing. But I have not opened this box yet, so I'm not sure what games are in here, but first, we're gonna go through all these. Now, as I start pulling these out of the box, I want you guys to feel free to go in the comments and let me know if you have any stories about playing these games, or if you've ever even heard of these games, because some of these I've never even heard of because they're more rare, and then some of these are pretty common, but I'm genuinely curious if you guys have any good stories about these games. And starting off, we have Iron Man 2 for the Xbox 360. I've never played any of the Iron Man games before. And then we have Star Wars Battlefront for the PS2, one of the most amazing Star Wars games I have ever played. Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, if you haven't played it, you need to. We have the Lord of the Rings Conquest. Now, I've actually never even seen the movies, so obviously, I've never played the game, and sadly, this thing is loose inside of here. It wasn't clicked in, so I'm definitely probably gonna have to clean the scratches out of that one. Then we have The Godfather, the game, another thing I have not seen the movie on, nor played the game, but I really want to watch the movie, so don't judge me in the comments. We have NCAA Football 10. Now, I know this isn't that expensive of a game. It is a sports game, but the NCAAs usually do better than normal sports games because, like, I guess they don't make the college football anymore. And then we have Fighters Uncaged for the Kinect, which obviously I've never played because, you know, who plays the Kinect? I think I played it one time with that Adventures game it comes with. We have All Pro Football Stars something another. Never heard of it, was never really into sports games. We have Shell Shock, which looks awesome, by the way. Never heard of this game. Kind of sad I didn't, because I feel like this is one of the games I would have played. Then we have Fusion Frenzy. No idea what that is. We have Minecraft. Obviously, everybody's played Minecraft. Everybody knows what Minecraft is. So this one is going to sell extremely quick for me. I guarantee the second I send it into Amazon, it's already sold. Halo, obviously one of the best franchises in gaming. If you've never had an Xbox, buy one just to play all the Halos. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the Xbox 360. I also got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the 3DS. Now, I remember when I had my 3DS, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 was one of my favorite games I used to ever play on the 3DS. We have this Transformers game, never even heard of it. I played the Transformers movie game, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I probably have one somewhere in one of these boxes, but this one I've never seen before in my life. We have Fight Night Round 4, I guess it's a boxing game. Then we have Midnight Club Los Angeles. Now, I buy this game a lot, and I find it a lot. and it sells super fast for me, and I always make a good amount of money on it, which is weird because I've never heard about it until I really started going deep into reselling video games. Guitar Hero 3, the best-selling Guitar Hero that I found. Everybody plays it. I used to love playing this one. I think this is the most popular. Another Minecraft, because again, it sells super fast. We have Rise of the Argonauts. I don't even know what that is. We have Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. We all know this is instantly gonna sell as soon as I send it into Amazon. We have WWE 12, and then Legends of WrestleMania. Now, you guys would be amazed, but the WWE games sell so fast for me, and they're surprisingly kinda expensive now. And then last but not least, loose inside this big box, we have Fable. Now, the only Fable I've ever played was Fable 3, and it was a phenomenal game. Honestly, maybe I should go back and play the old Fables, because if it's as good as Fable 3, then it's gonna be good. Now, moving on to this box here, we gotta cut this sucker open. I'm kinda excited to see everything that's in here, because if I'm being honest with you guys, I've completely forgot what I ordered. Like, I buy so many video games a week, I can't keep up with all the numbers. Now, I got this trusty box cutter, because, you know, why not? There we go. Okay, right on top, we have a few loose games here. So we have Zelda, Twilight Princess, College Hoops 2K7 NCAA. I know this is one of the more expensive ones for PS3. Look that up, you'll be amazed. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Grid 2, Spider-Man 3. Everybody, if you didn't know, Spider-Man games are actually kind of expensive now, especially those amazing Spider-Man games I've already unboxed. Those, for some reason, are worth so much money. So Spider-Man 3, WWE All-Stars, I know this is an expensive one. Dead Space, I feel like, has gone up in price. Test Drive, never heard of it. Toy Story 2, MLB The Show Collection, and then we have Beatdown Fist of Vengeance. And to keep going on the disc only, we have PopCap Arcade, never heard of it. 007 Quantum of Solace, amazing game. If you guys haven't played it, you should. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Croc 2, Backyard Wrestling 2. Surprisingly, this game was more expensive than I thought it would be. Scooby-Doo First Frights for the Wii. Wii Sports, obviously, we know, even disc only, because this came in one of those like cardboard sleeves. This game is gonna sell probably, I'd say I'll get $30 out of this game almost instantly. And then Batman Arkham Origins, which is surprisingly a very expensive Batman game, and I loved every Batman game, especially Arkham City was my favorite. I didn't really like Origins that much, and surprisingly, I'm pretty sure Origins is the most expensive one. And then we have Terraria for the Xbox 360. Now, I've never really played Terraria. I was more of a Minecraft guy. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on PS1. 2 Tomb Raider 2s. We have Powerpuff Girls. Didn't even know they had a video game. We have Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. So apparently I got a good amount of Tomb Raider games here. Then we have Top Gun. This one's Top Gun Combat Zones. Now, I just watched Top Gun Maverick probably less than a month ago. Amazing movie, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it. It's a good one. One of the best movies I've ever watched, and possibly one of the best games I've ever played, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, everybody knows the Star Wars franchise is amazing. This was the best Star Wars movie, hands down. There's no arguing about it. In the game was just phenomenal. So definitely play the game if you haven't before. Then we have another Star Wars Battlefront. This is the first one. We have that weird Transformers game again. Tiger Woods PGA Tour. You guys would be amazed, but the PGA Tours are worth a good amount of money for some reason. Lego Star Wars. These sell super fast. Anything Lego for me sells instantly. As soon as it's in Amazon, it's out. Minecraft PlayStation 3 edition. For some reason, I've noticed the PS3 edition of Minecraft is usually the most expensive version. Forza Motorsports Halo 3, the best Halo next to Halo Reach. Fable 2, we're almost to my favorite Fable. Then we have Medal of Honor Limited Edition. Good game. I'm kind of sad they stopped making Medal of Honors. Hawks 2, never heard of it. Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. I feel like I played this when I was really, really young. 007, Quantum Solace again. This game is everywhere. Rapala Pro Bass Fishing. Don't know what this is. It's a fishing game. I don't know if I could sit there and play a fishing game. I don't know if I'm able to. Star Wars Battlefront 2 again. Dance Dance Revolution. Now, I found out these sell super fast on Amazon. Weirdly enough, but they do, and it's for the PS2, which makes no sense, but they sell really well. Madden NFL 13, that's a Wii U game. We have our first Wii U game of the unboxing. Remington Super Slam Hunting. Alice in Wonderland. I didn't even know this had a video game. Kind of weird. Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Never played this one, but we all know the Tony Hawk games are phenomenal games. NASCAR 08. Now, surprisingly, guys, look out for the NASCAR games. I think 2004 is worth like 20 or 30 bucks. Make sure you look out for NASCAR games. Guitar Hero 2. Surprisingly, not that expensive. Like Guitar Hero 3 makes a lot more money. Dark Souls 2, I don't know if I played 2, but Dark Souls, I've definitely played a few of them. Super hard games. Plants vs. Zombies for the Xbox 360. I think this is kind of expensive because not a lot of people had it. I feel like everybody had it on their phone, so why buy it for their Xbox? You know what I'm saying? Then we have Jimmy Johnson's Anything with an Engine. Is that like Jimmy John? Is like the sandwich guy? I don't know. Maybe he's just a car racer. I'm not sure. Terminator Salvation. Never heard of it. Kind of looks cool. Didn't know they made a game. Skate. I never played Skate. I wasn't a Skate guy. I was a Tony Hawk guy. Disney Universe had this when I was a kid. Barely remember it. Halo 3 ODST. A really good Halo. But, you know, it was Battlefield Bad Company 2, amazing game. Honestly, the campaigns of Battlefield were debatably better than Call of Duty, but then again, we have Call of Duty Black Ops here. Amazing campaign. I was more of a campaign guy. I was never really a multiplayer guy. I don't know, I like the zombies too. NASCAR the game, again, another NASCAR game. Keep those in your sights, guys. Ghost Squad, I know this is worth a little bit. Michael Jackson The Experience. These things sell instantly. If you guys find these, buy them. Instant sellers. This one I've never heard of till the other day when I bought it. Endless Ocean. Surprisingly, more expensive than you guys might think. I think it's like $30 or $40, something like that. Surprisingly. NASCAR Kart Racing. Again, those NASCAR games, they sell, dude. They sell. Then we have, let's see, Jambo Safari Animal Rescue. Apparently you can repair broken bones on here. We have Avatar the game. The Avatar movie's amazing. I played this game. The new Avatar game that just came out that like you can get on Ubisoft Plus or whatever for free. Phenomenal open world Avatar game. I would suggest playing it if you haven't. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Everybody knows Donkey Kong games are good. And then obviously, one of the classics, Wii Sports Resort. We've all spent hours playing this game. Not gonna lie, guys, my stacks are getting pretty big. I'm trying to get them out of the view of the camera here because we still got a good amount of games to go through. Let's scoot these guys over here. And let's see what else we have in the box. On top of that, we have Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I played every single Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Amazing games because you basically get to be the bad guy who kind of turns good. And then we have Call of Duty 2. With the older Call of Duties, they were alright. My favorite Call of Duty ever, World at War. Amazing game. Amazing campaign. Everything about this game was good. Everything. The zombies, everything. We have Medal of Honor Airborne. I don't think I played this Medal of Honor, but Rising Sun, if you've ever heard of that, I think that's what it's called. Favorite Medal of Honor. Brothers in Arms. Never played Brothers in Arms. And then we have Black Ops again. And then to pull out some more here, oh, we have Adventure Time for the 3DS. Possibly one of my favorite cartoons when I was growing up. Never played an Adventure Time game. Tony Hawk's Project 8. I put a ton of hours into that game. And then we have new Super Mario's Wii. Obviously, we know, again, I send this into Amazon. It sells the same day, and it's worth a good amount of money. Then we have Mario Kart Wii. Do I even need to say it? Instant seller. I think I just sold one of these for like 30 or 40 bucks. Mario Kart Wii again. Then we have, this is, I'm pretty sure, an expensive one. Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I know the Spider-Man games like this, the random ones like Fiend or Foe, there's Spider-Man Edge of Time, all those Spider-Man games, I'm telling you, don't sleep on them. They are worth a lot of money. Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Super Mario Galaxy on top of each other. We already know that's free money. You're just making money at that point. God of War 3, Never played the old God of Wars, did play the new one. I want to play the new God of War Ragnarok, like when you get to be a son. I haven't played that one yet, but I played, you know, the one before that. Civil War, never heard of it. Alaska Adventures, Cabela's Hunt, never heard of this one, but there's so many Cabela's, and surprisingly, if I'm correct, this is the most expensive Cabela's game there is. Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza 2. Weird story, I was just in a GameStop, the GameStop video that I posted before this one. I was in a GameStop and a guy was talking to me about Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and he's like, dude, you need to get that game. That game's amazing. It's one of my favorite games for the Xbox. And I was like, yeah, no, I've had it a few times. And he's like, then you must have sold it for like $400 because it's going for $400. And I was like, are you good, bro? Are you good? And I was like, no, I've never sold it for that expensive. And he's like, you're losing out money. And I wasn't going to argue with the guy, but I sell video games for a living. It's like $15, $20, dude. I don't know what he was on, but we have Forza again. Then we have Rock Band, which I never played. I was more of a Guitar Hero guy. Halo Anniversary. This has all the Halos on it. Amazing game. Cars 2. Played this. Loved Cars. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. Guitar Hero World Tour. Guitar Hero 3, as we already saw. Mercenaries 2. I've actually sold this 7 or 8 times now. Really good game. I had it when I was a kid and I thought it was phenomenal. You guys should really test it out if you haven't played it. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Never heard of the Star Wars game. We have Beowulf the game. Never heard of it again. Resident Evil 6. Now, I was never really a Resident Evil fan. Never played him. Wasn't really a horror game fan. Now, I did play Resident Evil 7 and also Outlast. Outlast is my favorite horror game. Scared the living crap out of me. Gran Turismo 5. Back on Outlast 2, I just downloaded Outlast 2. I said back to Outlast, okay, whatever. I just downloaded Outlast 2, and I'm probably going to play through that. We have Medal of Honor, Warfighter Limited Edition. I think I played this game, but I don't really remember it. Battlefield Bad Company 2 for the PS3, and finishing up in this box, we have Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. And now it is time for the small box here. We have Resident Evil 2, as you guys saw in the beginning of this video. This game is like a $40 to $60 game, so I'm probably gonna get a good amount of money out of it. Now, as you can see, the case is cracked and stuff, but I'm gonna recase it, obviously, and then I'll take both of these discs, throw them in my Eco Pro cleaner, and it's gonna look brand new, so you guys might be thinking, how are you gonna get 60 bucks? That's how. It's gonna be in like new condition, and someone will pay me 60 for that, guarantee it. Halo 2, a really good game. These ATV games, never heard of them. Power Quad Racing. Now, I did play Off-Road Fury. No, there's not one of those in here. The Walking Dead Telltale series, I played all the Telltale games. Love them. MX versus ATV Untamed for the PSP. Now, I loved my PSP when I had it. Amazing. Prince of Persia, played this on the PSP. I own this game on the PSP. Weirdly enough, I was never a PS Vita guy. I had the PSP and a DS. Never got the Vita. Aggressive Inline, never heard of it. Skateboard game for the GameCube here. We have WWF Attitude, Stone Cold Steve Austin on the front. We have Beauty and the Beast Game Boy game here. Bejeweled 3 for the DS. We have a Marvel Superheroes Universe in Peril, the Lego version. Again, Lego games sell super fast. And then we have a ton of DS games here. We have, oh, well, this is GameCube game. Spider-Man for the GameCube. Surprisingly, the original Spider-Man is not worth that much. I played it, loved it. Was a really good Spider-Man game if you guys haven't. Now we have Cars 2 for the DS. Cars 2 again for the DS. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Never played it, but I know these sell super fast. I've already sold like 6 of them. Assassin's Creed 2, amazing game. Not for the DS though, like on Xbox or PlayStation. Disney's Magical World, never heard of it. Ridge Racer 3D, never heard of it. Jewel Quest, I've heard of the Jewel Quest games, never played it, because to me those are like full games. Don't know what this is. Professor Layton, something of future. I know this game is worth, I think, 20 or 30 bucks. Baby Girl. Okay, that's a weird game. Never heard of that one. Kirby Squeak Squad, just sold this the other day for I think like 30 something. So that's pretty good. Sonic Classic Collection, I think I have a few of these in here. Star Wars Battlefront again. Elite Squadron, never played this. It was on the DS, that's probably why. Lego Battles, never heard of that. Transformers Decepticons. Never played it, never really heard of it till I started selling video games. I have sold it 12 different times. I kid you not, I sell Transformers Decepticons every day, dude. It sells for me for some reason. Sonic Rush, an expensive game. I think 30 or 40 bucks looks like. I think I paid like under $10 for this. The prices on these cases are not right at all. There's discounts and everything else. I think it was under 10 bucks. Little Mermaid, surprisingly, these Disney games are usually worth money, so if you see a Disney Princess game, scan it with the Amazon app, eBay, like Disney's Princess Enchanted or something. I buy a lot for the Wii and I sell it a lot. How to Train Your Dragon, surprisingly bought it for $5. This game goes for a good amount on Amazon. The Herbs Sim in the City, right? They had it listed at $25, goes for an amazing amount on Amazon, got it for free. Completely free at the store I got it from. Like I said, they have a whole bunch of discounts and stuff. If you buy so many games, you get games for free. Got this for free. Look out for this game on any system. Worth a lot of money. The Herbs, Sim City, or yeah, Sims in the City. Then we have Style Savvy here. Surprisingly worth a good amount of money. My Sims Agents. I used to have this on the Wii. Sonic Mega Collection again. Mario Party DS. We already know the Mario Parties are going to sell instantly. Some weird Namco Museum Pac-Man game. WWE All-Stars for the 3DS. Worth a good amount of money, just like the disc-only version I had. I have no idea what this game is. Project X Zone. Don't know what it is. Surprisingly worth a good amount of money. Spider-Man Edge of Time. This is one of those games I was talking about. These are the Spider-Mans that are worth a lot. Look this up right now. You're going to be amazed on how much that's worth. Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I don't think this is worth a whole bunch compared to like Edge of Time, but it's still worth a good amount. We have Harry Potter. Surprisingly, I am actually watching the Harry Potter movies right now. I am on the 5th one. I've done a marathon the last week, so I'll finish that tonight. Lego Indiana Jones, Lego games sell all the time. Monster Hunter 4, surprisingly more expensive than I knew. Pets Bunnies. This one was worth a little bit, not too much. Then we have another Harry Potter game to follow up the last Harry Potter game. Iron Man for the DS. I don't know why you'd want to play that on the DS. Yokai Watch. I think I've watched a couple episodes of the show, never played the game. Monster Jam Urban Assault, was never a car-like game guy. I didn't play a lot of racing games. Bakugan, played this game, loved this game, used to collect some Bakugan figures back in the day, and weirdly enough, a lot of like Christian, like folk, depending on your religion, I'm not going to get into mine and all of this and that, but a lot of my friends and a lot of other people I knew who like were heavy churchgoers thought Bakugan was from the devil and wouldn't let their kids play with Bakugan. So when I brought my Bakugan around when I was a child, the parents freaked out. Real weird. Real weird. Iron Man again. Magnetica. Don't even know what this is. Kind of looks weird to me. Iron Man 2 again. Lego Battles again. Toy Story 3. I think the Toy Story games are actually up in price here. Spectrobe, sold this a couple times. And then we have Transformers Autobots, which is the twin to Transformers Decepticons that I showed you guys right here. Autobots, not as expensive, doesn't sell as well. Decepticons, more expensive, sell super well. And then last but not least, we have Monster Jam Urban Assault again. And as you guys can kind of see, there are, I mean, just a crap ton of games around me. My whole counter is filled. There's even more outside of the camera. But that is it for the unboxing, and now it's time to get into the numbers.
2 hours later.
That took me a while to come up with all the numbers, but when I was putting all the games away, I actually ended up finding these 4 Game Boy Advance games wrapped in some bubble wrap. We have Zelda The Four Swords, Kingdom Hearts, Crash Entranced, and Crash Purple, and those are the final bit of games that I got. Now, the numbers for everything, with all the games combined, I added up most of them, so this is a rough estimate, but the average sell price for everything combined should be $2,500 to $3,000. Now, I know that's like a $500 jump there, but you have to understand, if some of those listings that I looked up are in good condition on Amazon, I'm going to send most of my stuff in as very good condition or like new, so sometimes I'll get more money than those, and then of course on some listings I'll get less money, so it kind of just depends, because like that Resident Evil game that I showed you, I'm going to recase that obviously, because the one I have is cracked. I'm going to clean the disc, all that good stuff, so I'll be able to send it in as like new once I do that. And obviously if I do that, then I'm probably gonna get closer to that $3,000 range for all of these games. Now you guys are obviously like, okay, so you're probably gonna make $3,000, but how much of that is cold hard profit? And let me tell you, I paid roughly $800 for every single one of the games that you saw, which honestly isn't that bad because if you think about it, that's a $2,200 profit. But of course, I know what you're thinking before you guys go in the comments and be like, but that's not all profit. How about the fees? And you are correct. We have shipping fees. We have the recasing for new cases. We have all those fees. Now, if you do Amazon FBA, you would know that the shipping is basically nothing. You could send 100 pounds for like $15. It's so cheap because of the partnership with UPS. So I'm not even going to add that in there. Let's just say it's $10. Now, the recasing for some of the games, most of my cases cost 50 cents to $1 for an Xbox, Wii case, PS2 case, stuff like that. Let's just say I'm going to recase even I have 200, let's say 50 games. Okay, so minus 50 bucks. Boom. Let's just say that $50 worth of cases. So now we're at what? $21.50 in profit. And then obviously we are going to have Amazon fees, which we all know FBA fees are kind of crazy. So we're going to take, let's just say $500 away. So that leaves us with roughly $1,650 of pure profit. But let's just even say there's more fees or I get returned. Let's take another $500 away. We're still at $1,150 profit. So either way here, I guarantee I'm making $1,500 plus of profit on my $800, which is not bad at all. Now, I got super lucky when I bought these games. Like I said, some of the games that came from the game store, you know, they had a free thing going on. I got real good deals. And then the box of the shipment I got from the lady, it was a lady on Facebook. I got a really good deal. She had a huge collection. She said she bought and sold games, was trying to liquidate most of her eBay stuff, kind of just wanted it gone. So I got everything extremely cheap. Now, does this happen all the time? No, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to hop on Facebook and find a deal like that every day, but you will find them every now and again. But that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. I've never done an unboxing before, so this was my first, and honestly, I quite enjoyed it. Remember, let me know if you guys have any stories about the games that you saw in this video. Drop that like, smack that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm going to try to start just giving away video games maybe once every week to random subscribers or whatever. If we can get over 1,000 subscribers, I'll figure it out then, but I think that would kind of be awesome. Maybe I could sign them. I don't know, man. I don't know. But alright, guys, I will obviously catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.